First off, let's talk about consistency. Consistency is all about executing a strategy. So line drives plus ground balls times the middle plus away. So if you're trying to be consistent, this is the formula and this is strategy we want to do. We want to aim for line drives. The reason why your batting average is like 675. So you want to hit ground balls. Now, here's the thing. We want to hit the ground balls middle and away. Okay. When you hit the ball middle, your batting average is like 300 plus. Okay. So any ground ball that gets past the pitcher is usually a base hit up the middle. And then if you hit a ground ball away, it's like 400 plus. Basically, what we want to do is we want to aim for line drives. Okay. And we want to get good at hitting that. And we want to try to hit that 25% of the time. Okay. And then if your miss hits are ground balls. And what your miss hits are going to be, they're going to hit either middle or away. Now, if you do this, this stacks the odds in your favor because you have a chance of hitting 300 plus, 30% of the time, getting a base hit right back at the middle, 40% of the time getting base hit to the opposite field if you hit a ground ball, and then 675 if you're hitting a line drive. This right here is the overall strategy. This is the roadmap to being consistent. And this is what Luis Arias, he won the batting title for 3 years. He has done. Tony Gwynn, Ichiro, all the best consistent hitters in the game. This is what they do consistently every time they come up to the batter's box. Does that make sense? Okay. So when you're hitting in the cage, when you're hitting off the tee, when you're hitting BP with your dad, this is what we're executing on. So that right there is the actual plan. Now, since we know this, what is it going to allow you to hit for a high average? So there's really 3 things. First one is mechanics. Let's bring your swing back. You actually have a good mechanics, simple, repeatable. Base is wide. You don't move too much. The head is staying in the same place. So to be honest, I like what I see right here. It's different from what you're doing right here. When you hit off here, you're standing taller. Do you hit like this in the game most times or no?
I don't know why in the last year he went away from what you see in the game to standing more upright, and I think that's part of the problem.
I would go back to your other way because here's the thing. You're going to get to this position right here. So this is the position we're trying to get into consistently, right? It's your launch position, right? This is what you get into before you make your decision, right? And so you're going to get to this spot anyway. All you're doing now is making it longer for you to get to this spot. In this other swing, you got to the same spot, right? If we look right here, so you got to the same spot, but look how less of movement you had to get to that spot. So what it allowed you to do now is see this ball. This ball's right here. Your front foot is down. Ball is like literally halfway to the plate. So you got so much time to make a good decision on whether or not it's a strike or a ball. And this is the reason why you see the ball well, is because your body was in a good position to allow yourself to see good pitches. Now, if you go this route, you're going to be a little bit more inconsistent because look how much time you're taking to get to that position.
So that makes sense.
So let's put this back up on the board. So mechanics. And when it comes to mechanics, we're trying to keep our head still and repeatable mechanics. This right here is repeatable. So the next thing is timing. So just because you bat like this, you were able to get your front foot down when the ball was like right here. Good hitters make good decisions, meaning that they get their front foot down when the ball is about halfway to the plate. Bad hitters get their front foot down about right here. So just this margin right here is the reason why you were able to square this ball up. And this batting stand allows you to get your front foot down early enough so you can make a good decision. And then the last one is mindset. Now you said
I don't really think at all. I'm just thinking about not striking out. That's the problem.
Instead of thinking don't strike out, we should be thinking how we're going to hammer this pitch. So while you're hitting, tell yourself, I hammer balls. I deserve to get a hit. This is what I used to say to myself in the batter's box. I deserve to have success. I deserve to crush. This pitcher's scared of me. All that positive self-talk keeps my mind in the right place and positive, as opposed to thinking what you're thinking, don't strike out, which is a negative thought, which usually gets you to basically be timid. Right here, you're on offense. So we need to think offensively. So if you do that right there, you'll be super consistent. You execute the strategy that I just told you. Strategy, your mechanics hit like this, keeping your head still, taking the top hand to the baseball to hit it. Your timing getting your front foot down when the ball's about halfway to the plate, and then you have a positive mindset, you're going to be a consistent hitter. You're going to hit line drives. Your missed hits are going to be base hits, and you're going to crush.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Mike?
No, you're right on. You're spot on. I mean, that's exactly what I've kind of talked to him about, and I feel like because I'm dad, he needs to hear it from somebody else. When he moves a lot, he's not consistent, and so I felt like for whatever reason, last year it's changed like 3 or 4 times, and he just needs to go back to like what you were saying and just be consistent and to build that, get that confidence back. And I think the other part of it has been because he's not been playing baseball as long as a lot of the other guys. He feels like, I guess, okay, I don't belong, right? These guys are all elite players, but the coach sees something in you. That's why you make the team, and he made an elite travel team. So he's got to, I need him to see and to believe in himself and take that and keep that confidence with them. That's part of it too. And just to know that you do belong, you're just as good as these guys, and to have confidence in yourself. How does it work? Is it like a coaching package that you do?
Oh,
Right.
so yeah. So I have a program called the Consistent Hitters Club. And basically what that is I'm creating a program. I'm with some beta members right now. And so I'm creating a program, but then what we do is we fill in the gaps with personal drills specific to you. So there's an outline with the mechanics, the timing, and the mindset. So I like give it to you, but then there's things that he specifically struggled with. We put a plan together for him for that. And so you basically get the whole package. We have a support group. We have a community. It's growing. And what else? I mean, I'm there, answer all questions, and to help you guys push forward and get the results you want. So it's a pretty sweet deal, and it's growing.
And is that something? How do I sign up for that?